the bad property management trend. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-diving into a topic that has probably affected more of us than we like to admit, the frustrating world of bad property management. It seems like everywhere you look, whether you're a renter or a homeowner in an HOA, stories about unresponsive, unhelpful, and sometimes downright hostile property managers are on the rise. What's going on here? Is it just a few bad apples? Or is this a systemic issue? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the classic signs of a bad property management company. You know the ones. Your emails and phone calls about a leaking faucet or a broken heater go into a black hole. Urgent repairs are either ignored for weeks or handled with a cheap, temporary fix that breaks again in a month. They seem to nickel and dime you for everything, with mysterious fees popping up on your statements. And when you finally do get a response, it's often rude or dismissive. It feels like their main job is to collect your money, not to manage the property. So why does this seem to be getting worse? One major factor is the consolidation of the industry. We're seeing more and more large, national property management corporations buying up smaller, local companies. These giants often prioritize profit margins above all else. They centralize their operations, sometimes hundreds of miles away, and rely on automated systems and call centers. This means the person you re-talking to likely has no real connection to your building or your community. They're just following a script. The personal touch and local knowledge that once defined good property management are disappearing. This corporate approach also leads to understaffing and high turnover. Property managers are often overworked and underpaid, juggling dozens of properties with hundreds of tenants. They're not given the resources or the authority to actually solve problems effectively. It creates a cycle of burnout where good employees leave, and the ones who stay are too overwhelmed to provide decent service. So, that unhelpful manager you're dealing with might be just as frustrated as you are, caught in a system that's designed to fail. Another piece of the puzzle is the technology trap. You'd think that tenant portals and apps would make things more efficient, right? Well, yes and no. While these tools can be great for paying rent or submitting a maintenance request, they're often used as a shield. They create a buffer between you and a real human being. It's easy to ignore a digital ticket. It's much harder to ignore a person standing in your office. This reliance on impersonal tech allows management to avoid accountability and difficult conversations. So what can we do about it? If you're a renter, the first step is documentation. Keep a detailed record of every communication, every broken promise, and every ignored request. Take photos and videos. Put everything in writing. Even if you just spoke on the phone, follow up with an email summarizing the conversation. This paper trail is your best friend if you ever need to escalate the issue, contact a tenants' rights organization, or even take legal action. Knowing your local tenant rights is also crucial. A quick search online can tell you exactly what your landlord is legally required to provide and the timelines they must follow. If you're a homeowner in an HOA, the power is a bit more direct. Get involved. Attend board meetings, talk to your neighbors, and build a coalition. Most management contracts come up for renewal. If the company is doing a poor job, your board has the power to fire them and hire a new one. It takes effort, but organizing with your fellow homeowners is the most effective way to hold these companies accountable and bring about real change in your community. It's a tough situation, but we're not powerless. By being informed, organized, and persistent, we can push back against this trend of neglectful property management. We deserve to live in safe, well-maintained homes where our concerns are heard and respected. Have you had a nightmare experience with property management? Share your story in the comments below. Let's talk about it. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.